Hey guys, Finn here, that is of course FYNN, and yeah, the FIFA Pro 11 has just been released of the best players so far in the recent year, just in terms of performance, and I see so many people unhappy. I know I wasn't particularly happy with the results of the kind of players in the team. I mean, I think there were 4 Real Madrid players in there, which is absolute madness, because I mean, let's be honest, they've had an absolutely dreadful year. So I've just got a list of the FIFA Pro 11 versus my Pro 11, who I actually think should be in the squad. But first, I'm just going to review the Pro 11 and tell you guys, who's in it, and you guys can tell me at the end who's you prefer, the actual Pro 11 or my Pro 11, okay? So goalkeeper is Alisson. I think Alisson is the perfect fit. I mean, 3 golden gloves in 3 different competitions. That is incredible. I mean, yeah, it hurts as a Manchester United fan to say that Alisson Beck is the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment. But in all fairness, he probably is. I mean, clean sheets, getting the most clean sheets in 3 different competitions in a year. I mean, I can't tell you if that's ever been done before. I mean, that is actually really, really impressive. So I think the Liverpool goalkeeper does deserve to be in the squad. So let's just get on to the defenders. The defenders in the squad are De Ligt, Virgil van Dijk, Ramos and Marcelo. Now everyone is going absolutely crazy that Ramos and Marcelo are there. They're saying that they don't deserve to be in there, and lots of people are saying it should be Trent Alexander-Arnold and it should be Robertson, which I mean I agree with. I mean, I think it's absolute stupidity that they would put Ramos there at a right back position just to put him in there. I mean, Ramos is an excellent defender, but he had a good year, and by no means, I mean, look, one of the world's best centre backs in recent years, but I have to say I do not think Ramos deserves to be in this team. Midfield is De Jong, Hazard and Modric. Look, once again, Modric, I don't know how you got there, same as how you got the Ballon d'Or at the end of last year.
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
I mean, I don't think he's deserving of it. Hazard there, look, I hated how they always try to get players in like Hazard. Hazard is not a midfielder, let's be honest. I mean, he might be a right mid or a left mid at times, but technically those are still wings. I still consider Hazard a forward. In many years' time, when you look back at Hazard after he's retired, would you ever describe him to other people as a great midfielder or a good forward or a best wing? You wouldn't describe him as a midfielder, because that's not what he is, and I don't think he deserves to be in there as a midfielder, just because he's not good enough to actually beat the attackers in the squad. The attackers is Messi, Ronaldo and Mbappe. Look, though it could go either way, I think Messi and Ronaldo always deserve to be, or not always, because someday they will be overtaken. They deserve to be in there. Mbappe is a bit of a dodgy one because there's multiple names you could put in there. Now that I've described what that Pro 11 is, look, I'll put it on the side there. That's what the Pro 11 is. Lots of people are so unhappy with it. But now to read out my Pro 11, and you guys can tell me if you'll enjoy it. Okay, so in the goalkeeper position, I've kept Alisson. As I said, phenomenal year with him, phenomenal season. He is out injured. Adrian is in his place as goalkeeper, who I have put in my fantasy team, which, by the way, if you haven't seen, every week I do upload my Premier League prediction for the week along with my fantasy team. You guys can check that series out. You can check that playlist out. I enjoy making it. So yeah, Alisson, the defenders in front of him, De Ligt and Van Dijk are my centre backs. Once again, I think Van Dijk, super strong year, could win the Ballon d'Or, favourite for winning the Ballon d'Or along with Messi. De Ligt, of course, great season with Ajax. I mean, the young captain, that was phenomenal. Hasn't had a good start at all, in my opinion, at Juventus. Of course, scored an own goal on his full debut. Did well with Netherlands to get to the final of the Nations League, though. That is very good. Of course, did super well in the Champions League with Ajax. Definitely deserves to be in there. Of course, he hasn't started off that well with Juventus, but it's still very early days and I can't judge off of his Juventus performances yet. So those are my 2 centre backs. My right back has to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. I mean, he did so well in the Champions League for Liverpool. At his age, he is incredible. I think the best right back in the world at the moment. And of course, it's so incredible to think about England's right backs and the likes of Kyle Walker, Wan-Bissaka, Alexander-Arnold. It's very good, and he'll always be remembered for his cheeky little corner in the Champions League. I mean, that just absolutely stole it versus Barcelona. But yeah, definitely have to put him in there over Ramos, who, let's be honest, is not a right back. Left back, it is going to be Robertson, and it is very painful for me to put so many Liverpool players in here. It does hurt me. but I have to be realistic. I can't be biased as a Manchester United fan. I have to say Robertson is a terrific left back. Very good and much better than Marcelo was this season. Marcelo, I think it's very tricky because lots of people are being put in here because of their past reputation, which is a bit sad. Midfield, I have to say it's very tricky because it was hard to actually find some really good midfielders. My midfield is Conte, De Jong and Bernardo Silva. Conte I think has to be in there just because, I mean, last season was his best ever season in terms of assists and goals, but that's not what he is. He's a holding midfielder. Very good. He got to the Super Cup with Chelsea. Overall, just as I say, lots of people might disagree with me, he is the only superstar player at Chelsea. That's, once again, that could just be my opinion. I think Conte's just an absolute rock and he should be there over Modric. Modric, as I said, hasn't really done anything in my eyes to deserve to be in the team, and I think Conte deserves to be in that team over him every single day of the week. Now, of course, I would love to somehow in this midfield fit Kevin De Bruyne, but I don't think he deserves to be in this team because he's been injured for such a long period of time, but he could still be in the team of the year at the end of the actual year. My next midfielder, De Jong, yeah, I've kept him in the squad. I definitely think he deserves to be in the squad. Did so well with Ajax in the Eredivisie in Netherlands last year, or last season. Did well with them in the Nations Cup to get them to the final. Made a move to Barcelona. Hasn't started off bad at Barcelona. Yeah, I think the Dutchman definitely deserves to be in the team. Along with, as I said, Bernardo Silva. Yeah, he could play a wing. As I said, they shouldn't move players out of position, but Bernardo Silva can play an attacking midfielder. He does play quite a lot of his game as an attacking midfielder. And the difference between my Pro 11 and the FIFA Pro 11 is I've tried to stick players in the correct position. I haven't just said who are the 4 best defenders and put them in. I've said who's the best right back, who's the best centre back, who's the best left back. I've stayed true to the actual positions, and I think Bernardo Silva, I think, has been so underrated this season. I mean, let's be honest, he won a title with City. He won Nations League with Portugal and he was the player of the tournament for that. I think he had one of the best seasons like anyone could actually hope for. Of course, winning with your nation, with your country and with your team, your club. Yeah, I have to say Bernardo Silva definitely deserves to be in there over Hazard. Yeah, and of course, as I said, Hazard would be more for forward, but he does not get in this list anyway. I mean, I'm sorry, Hazard, but I don't think you deserve to be in this team over the other players. My forward, I've kept Messi, I've kept Ronaldo purely because they've both had class years, they've both done really well. Ronaldo hasn't done the best he could have at Juventus compared to what lots of people thought. Messi's a tiny bit injured now, didn't do that well with Argentina, but of course, I mean, led the race by a mile with Barcelona when it came to winning the league, when it came to scoring, when it came to assists. Ronaldo, of course, won the Nations League and won with Juventus, and you can't take that away from him. And my other attacker, look, I'm sorry, Mbappe, I had to take you out, and I've put Mane in from Liverpool. Once again, another Liverpool player. Does hurt me as a United fan, but I can't be biased. And Mane had an outstanding season, and he's the best left back in the world, I find. Where the thing is, Mbappe is normally a striker or right wing. I mean, yeah, Mane is the best left wing in the world, but Mbappe is the best right wing or striker at times. But the thing is, those are his positions, and he would not beat Messi or beat Ronaldo to be in this team. And I can't just put him at left back to say these are the 3 best attackers, because Mbappe is not a left wing. Same with Sterling. I really wanted to put Sterling in there, but he's not a right wing. So in my opinion, the best left wing in the world is Mane. Of course, almost won the league with Liverpool. Liverpool did so well, won the Champions League with Liverpool, and was runners-up in the African Cup of Nations. I mean, Mane had an outstanding season, and he was one of the Golden Boot winners. I mean, we cannot take that away. Mane had an outstanding season, and yeah, guys, I'll quickly put up on screen. You guys can check. That is the FIFA Pro 11, and the other side is my Pro 11. And I want you guys to put down in the comment section below, who do you think is the best team? Do you think I did a better job than the actual Pro 11 when it came to my team? Because I see so many people are very unhappy. And as I said, it's very sad when reputation starts to take over in the team and saying, yeah, but Modric won the Ballon d'Or last year. Ramos is one of the best centre-backs of all time, so let's fit him in a right-back position, you know? Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, I look at my team and I say it's very good, but yeah, once again, you can't fit all the great players in there. Marcelo, I mean, being the best left back for many, many years, first year in a long time. Dani Alves hasn't been in a squad, which of course I would be surprised if he was now in the squad. Yeah, as I said, guys, I try to stick players in the position, so don't say, yo, why isn't Mbappe there? He deserves to be in there. Well, remember, Mbappe's a right wing or a striker. Messi and Ronaldo take those positions anyway, and I'm not going to put him in an out of place position. Same with Sterling. Otherwise, I would have loved to put them in the squad. But guys, you tell me what you think about my squad, if you prefer it over the actual Pro 11, and please do subscribe. So close to 200 subscribers, and I can't do it without you guys, and I really do enjoy making videos for you guys, as I say it in every single video. So do subscribe, do like, comment, hit the bell notification, and yeah, this has of course been FinFYNN. Love all of you. Stay awesome.